Going to be handy for Misbah Haq and his side.
They went through a similar phase when they were batting. Good throw in, but not good enough to give problems for Imrul guys to coming back for the second. They're pulling things back in their favour. Upish, just falling short. But that's what can happen if you don't pick up boundaries. You mentioned about how good they have been in the last 3 overs, giving away only 12 runs. Then all of a sudden the batsman will think to play some big shots, even if the ball is not there. And that's exactly what happened when they were batting. They were looking good for 200, Amir. And all of a sudden, after scoring 63 of the first 6 overs, they ended up 143 for 7.
Well, that's the beauty of the game. Things could change in a jiffy here in a T20 game.
Yeah, they were 79 for 1 at this stage of the game after 7.3 overs. Chittagong Vikings. And we know that they've got a good start in Kumala Victorians, but way behind, 57 for 1. That's a great shot. One like a bullet.
Umpire did a good job there. That was hit so hard. Oh, look at that. Great reflexes from the umpire.
He's dodged a bullet. That was smashed very powerfully. And he's done well to let it go past. Just enough to let it go through.
Apart from the boundary, it's been a good over. After 8, it's 62 for 1.
ফ্যাসলিন জেলি খুব সাধারণ কিছু, কিন্তু তৈরি করতে পারে অসাধারণ সব গল্প। কিভাবে জানতে হলে যোগ দিন আমার সাথে ফ্যাসলিন হিলিং প্রজেক্টে। শুষ্ক ত্বক বা ঠোঁট ফাটা আমাদের জন্য খুবই সাধারণ, কিন্তু সুবিধাবঞ্চিত মানুষের জন্য এমন সমস্যাই হতে পারে ভয়াবহ। তাই ফ্যাসলিন হিলিং প্রজেক্ট ওদের ত্বকের সুস্থতায় সাহায্য করবে। বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ফ্যাসলিন। এভাবেই তৈরি হবে সাধারণ জারের অসাধারণ সব গল্প।
Makes you feel this way when I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Auto F5. Capture the real you.
His second spell. First over wasn't that great. Conceded 13 runs.
Best wishes for him for the new innings. He started. Just recently got married. He'll need to bowl really well here. Very expensive in the first over. Just mentioned 13 runs. He started well. I think the idea I was mentioning a little while earlier that the seamers have bowled well, especially in this match. So that should give him some hope to come back strongly in the second over.
He's got the ability to surprise any batting lineup. He's got pace, he's got variations. He can make the ball to wobble in the air and also off the seam.
Yeah, the last delivery he bowled at 139.2 kilometers per hour. These are the bowlers that have been used. 5 bowlers so far. 2 from Sundamul, the left-arm spinner. Sarvadi was expensive, 12 runs in his 1 over. Taskian also expensive, but he's coming back here nicely, just giving him a 1 run. Very impressive from Subhashish Roy, and Sikandar Raza also trying hard to restrict the scoring. chasing not a very big total, this phase is okay because the batsman feel that yes, we've got wickets in hand and we can actually, if someone is bowling well, we can take a little bit time. The problem started when it started to lose wickets. That is a big problem. But we need to make sure that yes, we do take a little bit, as you saw, taking 6 deliveries to open up his account. And he needs to play a really big role here for his team. If Kumila Victorians think that they can go and chase that 80 more of 69 deliveries.
You have to power play. If you are able to bring down that required run rate down in less than 7 runs and over, you have to change your thinking. You have to change your mindset. You have to become a little bit conservative rather than going for big hits all the times. Just look for singles. Occasional boundary will keep you abreast of the required run rate. In short, not to become extravagant. At the moment, they're doing well. Single almost of every delivery.
Yeah, the original run rate required was 7.2 runs in an over for Kumila Victorias. It has come down. It's come down under 7 now, 6.9 runs in an over. So that's good work. So that's the reason why they feel that they can take a little bit time. But I really feel that if somehow Chittagong can manage to break this partnership, send either of the batsmen, get a new batsman in, then they'll probably be feeling a little bit better.
You made a good point, Akha, not to lose wickets. And that's why these two players, for me, batting beautifully. Just pushing the ball into the gap and reverting single. And whenever they have the opportunity, they're freeing their arms. After 9 overs, it's 68 for 1. It's going to be Oshundara LP Gas strategic timeout. Go guys, think.
তুমি কখনোই সবকিছুতে এক্সপার্ট হতে পারবে না, এটা তো সবাই জানে, রাইট? তাহলে তোমার সাধারণ শ্যাম্পু তা দিয়ে কিভাবে ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর হবে? নেভার। ফাইনালি পেয়েছি ভরসা করার মতো একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট 10 যুক্ত, যা দেয় 0 ড্যান্ড্রাফ নন স্টপ। তাই যখনই চাই 0 ড্যান্ড্রাফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার। ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
প্রতি বছর দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে। সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে, যার ইজি গ্রিপ, ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয় আসল মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা। মোবিল, চালু থাক আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা।
জি স্যার।
পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে দুটো লাভ, 1 ক্যাশ দিয়ে ঝামেলা নেই, আর 2 কেনাকাটা হবে স্মার্টলি। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো, সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব। বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
ক্যাশফুল শরতে ক্যাশফুল অফার, হিরো এইচএফ ডিলাক্স, স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস আই স্মার্ট হাং এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড়, 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো। No money for music. এখন গান শুনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
Omila Victorians well on course to win their first game in this competition. They were beaten yesterday, day before yesterday. It was a very close game. And today, the opposition, Chittagong Vikings, were running away with the game, but their bowlers bowled really well to allow them to make a huge comeback into this game. And now, batsmen are doing a job, presenting a lot of problems for Misbah ul Haq, who is captaining Chittagong Vikings.
Darwadishu is the new bowler. 12 runs in the single over that he's bowled so far. Not a bad move because they know that they're not looking to take any chances, so they may perhaps the right time to bring him back because he was expensive. He might get settled here knowing that they're not going to go for big shot, but you never know.
We have seen plenty of sixes hit so far in this competition, and have a look how left-handers and right-handers have fared from mid-off to square leg. That's where the right-handers have targeted. And for the left-handers, have a look. Few square of the wicket on the onside and then point, cover, extra cover, mid-off and mid-on. Splendid.
Into the way, majority of those sixes by the left-handers are in the B on the offside. And it's so difficult to judge because of the fact that the lengths that they bowl, the bowlers to the left-handers and the right-handers, when they pick up the lengths and lines so easily and quickly. But certainly left-handers quite severe on the offside, and the right-handers on the leg side.
Because of the angles bowlers have presented them.
This is a time where the things started to go wrong for Chittagong. At the end of this over, they were after 10-92. And in the next 10, they managed 52 only.
Delivery from Showorthy on this occasion. It was Fuller who was able to deceive the batsman. By signal, was he off balance, the batsman? Was it a stumping chance?
Yeah, hint of turn on that occasion. Came back in to the left-hander. Beats the bat, beats the keeper.
Looking for two. Getting them easily. Well, Butler on that occasion jumped out the crease, go for a big one. Realized the length wasn't there. Halfway through, it's 75 for 1.
পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে দুটো লাভ, এক ক্যাশ দিয়ে ঝামেলা নেই, আর দুই কেনাকাটা হবে স্মার্টলি। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
Comfortable for the Kumula Victorians. They are in control of the game. Started off in a sedate manner, then stepped on the gas and just eased off at the moment, not taking any chances. Desperate straits for Misbah al-Haq and his team because they need a breakthrough very, very quickly if they're going to make an impression. Luis Reese, the left-arm medium bowler, is going to come in. We know he is no bunk with the bat, but what about wickets? No, in his 19 matches, I don't think he's bowled too many times. Just 3 wickets to show for his efforts, but he needs to bowl well here. Good first ball up.
Very often we look at comparisons. Now this is the one time chasing team won't want to look at that, because if you look at that, you tell yourself, oh dear, the Vikings were 92 for 1. Are we behind in the game? The real story is in the last 10, they scored just 50 runs. So you know that your innings has to be paced differently. You don't have to go as hard as the opposition went. So these are the times when you don't look at comparisons as a chasing side.
Absolutely. I think they're aware of that fact, I'm sure, and you can see the way that they're just approaching and playing their shots, or not at times, that they are in control of things. They're not going to take unnecessary risks. Play the ball to its merit. Try and get as many runs as you can, but it's a good start from the young man Luis Reese, giving a single away. He's not been afraid to pitch the ball up, not that there's any hint of swing we've noticed in the last couple of days and also today. The white ball being used here really encourage pace bowlers, but what he's trying to do is just vary his pace more than anything else. He's pitched most of them up to the batsman. It's good to see. He's not afraid to do that.
He looks like someone who will enjoy bowling in his home conditions in England. He's in the county campaigner down in Derby in England. Very different here. And Colvin at the AKS BPL 2017.
Imrul Kais, I am a little apprehensive of what is going on through his mind. You can feel that he hasn't got a boundary yet. The 20 balls he's faced, and he'll be forced to do things out of the ordinary. Even Cramford, that look at the slow delivery, he did not read that at all, trying to cut that. An immediate reaction was, look, I could have done better with that. It is playing on his mind. This is when the bowler has to take advantage of that. He's got to wait for a comfortable sink.
Yes, the perspiration on his face, I think not just a reflection on the heat out there, just the position he is in his own mind. Probably a little extra keen to get going. We mentioned when he walked in, that's a good opportunity for him. If he bats through this innings, the moment not looking very fluent, but at least it'll be a start for him. Take this through to its conclusion. Butler's batting very intelligently.
Backs away and comes back into position. When batsmen do that, I sometimes wonder what happens to the balance. Because you're backing away, coming back to your original stance. What happens is pretty evident that he's not really been producing an attacking stroke. 11 to 1, 7-9 for 1.
ভাই আমাদের ফেলগুলো হবে ইয়াং ম্যান। সব তো 3G 4G না। কি হচ্ছে? চাইলেও লিখবেন, না চাইলেও লিখবেন, ম্যাটাডোর বলতেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লিখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট অ্যান্ড ফাস্ট।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়, লাক্স।
Down the wicket, smashes it, but he's not going to find the gap in the field. He's going to get a single. Interesting first 6 overs of the power play was
area. As a matter of fact, it's an overbound.
Yeah, he plays that shot a lot. This time, he got the connection right. Hit it just well enough. That's all you need to do. 72 meters. Boundary was about 70.
But that positive intent is good to see from Imrul Kais. And after being hit away for 6, Karwat Dashruva is all over the place. He just wanted to bowl away from Imrul Kais. In the process, bowled a very wide one. That's better. Wide so far in this innings. Just talking about the first 6 overs, 49 runs in the power play. And since then, till that 6 was hit, they had managed to claw it back. Similar kind of trend in the first innings when the Chittagong team were batting. And they went off like with a bang, really marauding mood, then were brought back down onto earth.
Overall, it's good to see in this entire match so far, we've had only the 2 wide deliveries. That's good discipline. 2 wides in the entire match. We've had 31 overs bowled.
And that's why, much to the delight of everyone, the logistic people, the technical staff, us commentators, and I'm sure the players, that everything is going on time, because we have seen a few matches before going overtime, and that hampers on a lot of things. So this is good going. The game is interesting. The bowling is tight. The timing is being maintained. Oh, that's a full toss. I think he could have done better with that. The fielder could have done better with that. One more run, 12 done, 90 for 1.
হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব। বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা 1 পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
It's the sunshine smile makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Auto F5. Capture the real you.
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলে 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
Bringing it under control. Done, eased into that. Stroked it nicely into the deep for an amble. Pierre is waiting downstairs. Let's go down and join him.
আমি এখন আছি কুমিল্লার ভিক্টোরিয়ান্সের মেহেদী হাসানের সাথে। মেহেদী, বাংলাদেশের কোন জেলা সবচেয়ে ভালো লাগে?
অবভিয়াসলি খুলনা।
খুলনা? আপনি কিন্তু খেলছেন হচ্ছে কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্সের হয়ে?
বিকজ আমার জন্মভূমি খুলনাতে, আর ক্রিকেট প্রফেশনাল হওয়াতে আমার যে কোনো টিমেও খেলতে হবে, এটাই তো মেইন। যেহেতু ক্রিকেট খেলছি, যে কোনো মুহূর্তে যে কোনো সিচুয়েশনে যে কোনো টিমে খেলতে হবে, এটাই আছে গিয়ে রিয়েলিটি।
অবশ্যই, কিন্তু আপনার ক্রিকেট ছাড়া কোন গেম বেশি ভালো লাগে?
ফুটবল।
ফুটবল। কোন দল সাপোর্ট করছেন?
আর্জেন্টিনা।
আর্জেন্টিনার সাপোর্টার। আরেকটা জিনিস, টি-20 খেলার সবচেয়ে বেস্ট পার্ট কি আমাকে বলেন?
টি-20 বেস্ট ক্রাউড।
হ্যাঁ, মেয়েটির মতে হচ্ছে টি-20 খেলার বেস্ট পার্ট হচ্ছে ক্রাউড। সো ক্রাউড দেখতেই পাচ্ছেন, ফুল গ্যালারি আমাদের দর্শকে ভর্তি রয়েছে। ফিরে যাচ্ছে আবার কমেন্ট্রিতে।
Yeah, very honest there, Mehdi Hassan. For the Kumilla Victorians, but not shy to say that he's from Khulna, and that's where his loyalties lie. But you've got to be a professional in this modern game.
Good to see the thought process behind that young man. You'd have imagined it's a normal sort of reaction for a player to go for his team, but he has got his commitments in the right order, I think. Yeah, but if you're a professional, he explained it quite nicely. Interesting about Mehdi Hassan. We'll come back to that in a moment. Back away on the onside. There are 2 Mehdi Hassans playing for the team. Actually not playing today, neither of them. That was Mehdi Hassan Rana. The other one's the more famous Mehdi Hassan Miraj. And they've got 2 Bravos playing in the team.
Yes, that can add to a bit of confusion. But the other thing he mentioned there in the interview was his love for Argentina as a football team. Young men these days tend to only think of clubs around the world. But he there, again, preferred country over club. Argentina supporter.
You should see the amount of flags of the national teams flying when the Football World Cup takes place. All over the rooftops in Dhaka, you have Argentinian, Brazilian flags all over the place.
So I've got to ask you then, World Cup happening, who's your loyalties with? Because in Bengal at least we have very many Brazilian fans, few Argentinian fans. Where are your loyalties?
I think I always go for Brazil, to tell you frankly. It's Pele who got me started and I've just carried on. Nice little run to finish off that over. And after 13, it's 96 for 1.
Follow me.
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়। লাক্স।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
This has been fantastic. Into cricket, and as we see the setting sun, it's going to be a wonderful evening's match also.
All sorts of spectators there. You can see the Vikings fans, the Camilla Victorians fans, and plenty of banners that say, "Come on, the Sixers." The home team has been very, very well supported. 96 for 1 after 13. 48 needed of 42. So unless something goes horribly wrong, the Camilla Victorians should pick up their first win of this year's AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement.
Subhashish Roy bowled well, 2 overs so far. Very important wicket that's fallen off Liton Dash. Hello, feels it in the air, but far enough from the fielder to bring up the 100 of the innings. Very confident looking shot. He's looking rather ominous, isn't he?
He loves playing that shot. Loves to play over extra cover, perhaps slightly in the air there. But I guess that was the intention. Placed well enough to the left of fielder. Never in any danger. Butler on his merry way. Innings of 2 parts. First in the power play he was going great guns and then decided very sensibly to slow down, knowing that the target was not too far away.
You see they've slowed down for the second 50 of this compilation. The man behind the production, Total Sports Marketing personnel. Ended in the 14th over, just a single wicket. Very comfortable at the moment for the Camilla Victorians. No need to rush things.
Have a look at the boundaries, those 3 yellow deliveries. He likes to go towards the pitch of the ball, shimmies down, either jumps down the wicket or just walks down at times and hits the boundaries. That's where you'll find the bulk of his boundaries.
Yeah, because also not prepared to sort of strike the ball if it's up and in his area, if it's a short one, right? The other one we saw. Oh, that's possibly gone. Yes, big strike. Subhash is right. That celebration when he gets a wicket. Maybe overdoing it slightly, but that is a huge wicket. Josh Butler throwing caution to the wind and getting a faint edge taken comfortably by.
We were just showing you his strike points. This is the part of the strike points he doesn't enjoy. And Well done with the bowler. Hold it in that zone of slight discomfort. Takes the edge. Luke Lonke says thank you very much. Subhashish Roy, we're not sure what he says, but it's 100 for 2 after 13.4.
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা দুপুরে এটা রাতে এটা কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব। বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলি টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
ভাই একটা ফ্রেশ পানি দেন।
Hello, Tamim.
Hi.
Is it safe for him?
No.
Huh?
It's the safest.
Thank you, Tamim.
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
This is sunshine smile makes you feel this way when I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
The experienced Marlon Samuels comes in. Ball of a very crucial wicket of Josh Butler. He's looking to go 8 runs and almost on the verge of his milestone of his 50, but just moments seem to lose a cool. Just played away at a ball which was not in line and was caught behind. Marlon Samuels. That's better. Be watchful. Pay respect to the good deliveries. Last one was a decent enough delivery.
It's just that area of uncertainty. It was the perfect length. Looked like he wanted to go forward, then not quite the half volley to hit. And took the edge to Luke Lonke. Subhashish Roy was delighted. That's his second wicket. He's kept the runs in check as well.
What about that? What about that? Just played it away. And a good bit of work. Very, very committed now. Other guy's got to come around and make sure it doesn't deflect away over the ropes. But that's good cricket. Good strike and a good piece of fielding. 14 overs done. It's 103.
ফ্যাস্টিন জেলি খুব সাধারণ কিছু, কিন্তু তৈরি করতে পারে অসাধারণ সব গল্প। কিভাবে জানতে হলে যোগ দিন আমার সাথে ফ্যাস্টিন হিলিং প্রজেক্টে। শুষ্ক ত্বক বা ঠোঁট ফাটা আমাদের জন্য খুবই সাধারণ, কিন্তু সুবিধাবঞ্চিত মানুষের জন্য এমন সমস্যাই হতে পারে ভয়াবহ। তাই ফ্যাস্টিন হিলিং প্রজেক্ট ওদের ত্বকের সুস্থতায় সাহায্য করবে। বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ফ্যাসলিন। এভাবেই তৈরি হবে সাধারণ জারের অসাধারণ সব গল্প।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
Number 5 in this AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement, here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. The sun setting in the backdrop to see. 103 for 2. Wow, what a beautiful sight that is. Anything about this ground is exquisite.
Take some good camera work to get that done. You see the flames coming out from the setting sun here in Sylhet.
Talking about sun, Sanzamul Islam is on the attack. Now Sanzamul will be hoping that his sun does not set, because he wants to get another wicket and keep his team within a fighting chance.
Good timing.
One and the second one quite comfortable.
Yeah, we talked about the football support. There's one jersey. Not going to talk too much about that because that's not the team I support, but nonetheless, it's one of those teams from England.
Come on, you've got to name him. Gautam, you've got to name the team. Just because you don't support the team doesn't mean you can't name them. That's naughty.
Yeah, they didn't do too well the last time they played. Beautiful header from Morata. They were at the wrong end off against Chelsea a couple of days ago, but yeah, they're one of the big teams in world football and well supported in every corner of the earth. Yes, I'll say it. Manchester United.
Thank you. Just waiting on that ball. A lot of effort to bring that out. Down the leg side, tried to tug it away, going to be a wide. He tried to put some bit of bat on that. Umpire Therefore delayed me. Sure, he got having a little bit of an exercise in extending his arms. Not too many exercises for the umpires, thankfully. Not too many wides in this innings.
Or in the match for that matter. Yes, in this entire match we've had 3 wide deliveries, and we had 17 wides in the previous game that was played a couple of nights ago.
Gives him the charge. Sanzamul sees him coming. Every time a batsman just exposes his intentions a little early, the bowler has had ample time to adjust. There he goes again. Credit to Sanzamul for keeping it tight and only allowing a single down to long on.
35 of 31. It's comfortable for the batting side, but if the bowling
Another bowling change. Sikandar for his 3rd over. Not a great delivery, but great fielding effort. Square leg, restricting the batsman to 2.
They're cruising along. 115 for 2. They need another 29 from 29. They've only got themselves to blame, Chittagong Vikings. Remember, 91 in the first 10 overs. So look at what they go on. That's it. Oh, brilliantly stopped. Probably have another look at that. So just going back to what I was saying earlier on, they weren't in a position to actually force them to score close to 200. That's gone down the pitch, Samuels. He did stop it and did it cut it back. Yeah, I think it's the left leg which really stopped the ball going over to the boundary ropes.
There has to be a good effort. Commitment shown by the fieldsman. Long leg. Jomo Sharkar was the fieldsman.
Yeah, they need wickets. I mean, if you look at the field set, there's long off, long on. There's only 2 on the offside and 2 on the onside. Get another fielder in and throw the challenge, because you've got to make things happen. Shahid, the stumps. Quick run taken in the end. The fielder.
There was an opportunity. Samuel was well home. Looking at the outfit of Chittagong Vikings, you don't see many wicket-taking bowlers, threatening bowlers in their lineup. That's why they have struggled in this game.
Yeah, he opened in the first inning. I think this is a good ploy from Kumilla, and setting him at number 3, and he's done well with the bat.
16 overs are done, and it's 119 for 2. And I think, yes, it is Vasundhara LPK strategic timeout.
Follow me.
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত। Got it!
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে এক ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
ফ্রেশ প্রেজেন্স ক্রিকেট এক্সট্রা থেকে আমি সামিয়া আফরিন আপনাদের সবাইকে ওয়েলকাম করছি। প্রত্যেকটা বল ইজ ভেরি মাচ ইম্পর্টেন্ট অ্যান্ড কাউন্টেবল। সেখানে 48টা ডট বল ছিল।
টি20 হলে যে আপনার 4-6 খেলা, আপনি এখানে কিন্তু দেয়ার ইজ এ প্ল্যান।
এইভাবে ফরেন প্লেয়াররা এখানে বিভিন্ন টিমের সাথে অ্যাকোয়াইন্টেড হচ্ছে।
ওয়ার্ল্ডের টপ ক্লাসের প্লেয়াররা কিন্তু আপনার বিপিএল এ খেলছে।
Fresh presents Cricket Extra every match day after the match only on GTV.
What a great piece of timing!
This is going to be long. This is going to be maximum.
BPL Season 5, Sylhet Sixers versus Rajshahi King, today at 7 p.m. live on GTV, also on Rabbit Hole app.
বরিশাল আর খুলনা 2 বিভাগ একসাথে বাঘের মতো লাফায়। ওই বেটা বয়া কথা কর না, হ্যাঁ? এত চেতন থেকে তোর কি চেতন তোর? আমি আর খোলাম না, মানে খালি কলস ঠং 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 করে। আজকে তো বদলকে জায়গা সোপা মোপা মধ্যে বইরেছি, আজকে ঢাকে ড্রেস চাই, লাভ নেই। একেবারে জঙ্গলের মতো তুই চিল্লাস। দেখো ভাই, আমার কোনো টেনশন নেই। ঢাকা ডাইনামিকের লেগে আমরা মাঠে যাবো, আর যারা মাঠে এবার পারবেন না, নো প্রবলেম। টেলিভিশন আছে, জিটিভি আছে, জিটিভির মধ্যে টাপ করে মারবেন, ফাট করে বলবো, আর ফাটাফাট দেখবেন সাকিবের একটা করে ছক্কা। এইসব কথা বললে আমাকে লাভ নেই। আরে কোনে খুলনার লোকজন কোনে আওয়াজ দিতে হবে, তো ট্রফি খুলনা টাইটানে আসতেই হবে, কোনো কথা হবে না। আর চোখ রাখতে হবে জিটিভির পর্দায়, ওই জায়গা আমরা একসাথে চোখ রাখবো, আর খুলনা টাইটান নিয়ে মাঠে দাবাই পাবো, ঠিক আছে?
চোখ রাখুন ফ্রেশ নিবেদিত ক্রিকেট তক্কতে, শুধুমাত্র জিটিভিতে।
So giving away more than 9 runs, but the bottom 3 did really well. So it's important for him to think in the direction how he can pick up a wicket here. He's got back Taskin Ahmed into the attack. So look at the bottom, the Sobashish 2 for 16. He's done well. He's been economical. He's only wicket taker. Sikandar Raza also economical. Luis Rees also economical for 2 overs for 10 runs. But they need wickets with this kind of a field set. And with only 25, make the 24 runs required. I don't think so you can actually pick up a wicket. You've got to get someone inside the circle in a catching position and hope that he can find an edge.
And at the same time, Taskeen has to pitch the ball up. This is not a sort of a wicket where he could bang the ball just back of the length and hope for ball to wobble around, seam around. What we have seen in this tournament so far, ballers pitching up has been successful. Have a look. Last 5 overs, Chittagong Vikings innings was bereft of many boundaries. Only 3, to be precise.
That should go out. That does go for a boundary. So more runs coming in. That's not working in favour of Chittagong at the moment. It's Samuels is quick the length again. One more time down the leg side, opens up, makes room and flicks it away.
Well, you have to feel for the bowler. On that occasion, he actually tried to pitch the ball up to the batsman. Yes, he faltered in his line and also the length. Samuel was equal to the task, hit the ball into the gap and picked up a boundary, his first.
Yeah, the last 5 overs that saw a little while earlier, only 3 boundaries. They only managed because, as I said earlier, 92 the one in the first 10 overs. You would have expected them to at least score 180 with 9 wickets in hand. Full credit to the bowlers. I thought Mohammad Saifuddin was outstanding with the ball.
It's not going to help. A no ball and then a free hit. We saw Chittagong Viking in control of everything. But to stay in the game. What is the discussion? What is the captain wanting from his bowler?
Well, it's a free hit, so he really doesn't want him to bowl a kind of delivery that batsman will feel that he'll pick up a boundary. Let's see what he does.
Free hit where the batsman has a license. Samuel was never going to miss out on that. Freebie accepted. Full floor the bat. Did 92 meters.
Not the right length. You either have to be really full up to ensure that it doesn't get to free his arm. But what a shot from Marlon Samuels. He knew that he hit it from the middle part of the bat, didn't bother to run.
That's in the air. Going, and yes. This has been productive over. Gomila Victorians.
There's already the most expensive over in this innings. Again, he didn't hit it where he wanted to hit it. He took the eyes off the ball, but he still managed to hit it and pick up a boundary. couple of 4s and a 6 in this over. He wants to finish it quickly here. Samuels has moved on to 26 of just 15 deliveries.
End of the most expensive over of the innings. 17 overs, 136 for 2.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব। বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়। লাক্স। ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
Victorians right on top. Well, he's a very experienced campaigner. Look at his scoring options. Few on the offside, and when he tries to take on the bowlers, that's how he treats them. Down the wicket, few bounces over the fence. Black pattern it.
The number of boundaries has come in on the onside. This time he was deep in his crease and then picked up the length one more time. There was a man in the long off but had no chance whatsoever. That is hit beautifully and powerfully. It's gone through.
Over extra cover on this occasion. He's taking on the bowlers now. He wants to finish this game in no time, and he has. Kumila Victorians beat Chicago Vikings by 8 wickets. What a convincing victory.
It's a very good comeback for Kumila Victorians because they looked at one stage, even again that first one they played against Royal, at 6s, beg your pardon, that they would go on to win that one. But this time around, they've ensured that they end up on a winning note. Absolutely brilliant knock from Marlon Samuels. 35 of just 18 deliveries with 4 4s and a 6. Imran Kais also played a very crucial role, adding 33 of 31 deliveries. Partnership 44 of just 24, ensuring that Kumila Victorians go on to win and win by a massive margin by 8 wickets with 3.4 overs to spare, or 2.4 overs to spare.
Well, this will help the cause at the end of this tournament when the teams, they're going to move on to the next level. Well, it looked like it's going to be a disastrous game for Kumila Victorians once again. And it seems like they'll never learn any lesson from the previous game. But from the 10th over onwards, they made a strong comeback.